Okay, now let's talk about this Remy Ma, this Papoose and Clarissa Shields situation. Now, I did post on my channel the full IG live stream of Remy Ma actually addressing Papoose and Clarissa Shields, and I'm not gonna get into all that, but like she basically just looked hurt, bro. She basically just looked hurt, and I'm just gonna give you a small recap of that video because the video is like 25-30 minutes, but basically this is what she was on right here, bro. Like this is what she basically was on, bro.
Who this is now? Now he's a wife. Listen, this is what I would like. Papoose, you have my lawyer's information. If you can't afford to retain a lawyer, since your lawyer that the number you gave us has not been retained yet, I told you I'll paper it. If somebody over there that loves you wants to paper it, great. That will make me happy. Everything is signed and ready to go. I don't want nothing. I'm not even asking for child support. My daughter's school, her babysitter, her nanny, her gymnastics, her swimming, her dancing, her healthcare, her all of that. I take care of it like I've always done. I don't need anything. Stop married in 2008. Yeah, who brought up what? It's nothing for you to be like, I don't want to talk about that. It's nothing to be like, so before you even start, like, yeah. We not touching on that. Let's talk about what I have coming up. If that's really the case. I don't care who brought up what. It's nothing.
It's the elephant in the room. I don't have.
So this is basically what this clip right here is basically what actually quote unquote triggered Remy Ma to actually go on live, because Clarissa Shields actually went to the Breakfast Club and did a whole interview, and this is what she had to say.
To say it.
I don't know.
In his personal life.
Oh,
yeah, it's the elephant in the room. Like,
yeah.
but that takes time, and like I said, that's not my place to speak on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll get handled. I just know that from my perspective, I'm with him every day, and when I'm not with him, we're on the phone every day, and we're talking, and we're FaceTiming, and you know, we love each other. So that's just kind of what it is. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's a situation, and it is what it is.
I'm assuming you mean like you want to wait till the divorce is like official. Does that hold you? Does that keep you from like giving your all?
No. No, because we're together all the time.
So the all is already given, is what she's saying.
Yeah, that's it. We already talk. We talk about so many different things, and I'm 30, so we talk about kids. When somebody is just truthful with you from the beginning, there is no secrets. It's just, hey, this is what it is, and do you accept or do you not accept? That's kind of what it was, and he's been truthful from the beginning. Women are women. I don't know what else to say. Like I don't have any ill will toward any women.
Okay, so basically that what triggered Remy Ma to actually go on IG Live and do her small little rant. So now, hold on. So now, after the whole rant Remy Ma did on IG, addressing Papoose and Clarissa Shields, just out of the blue, for no apparent reason, Papoose went on his live actually to respond to all of this stuff, because he's been quiet for a long time, and this is what he had to say.
Almost everybody who know me, let's keep it 100. Everybody who know me, you know I don't do this. I don't do none of this corniness. Can y'all hear me? All right, cool. Everybody who know me, y'all know my style. She came on here claiming that, oh, everybody, I don't do this. Yes, you do. This is exactly the only thing you do. You know what I mean? Normally, I wouldn't even entertain this, but the fact that you mentioned my children, I'm not letting that ride. Since this whole situation happened, everybody know I never said nothing. The only time I said something was the last time when she tried to clout chase with the whole fake thing she tried to put on Instagram before. But ever since this transpired, I never opened my mouth, never said nothing because that's not my style. And also, I would never want to disrespect her. You know what I mean? Actions speak way louder than words. Initially, when it transpired, which was 2022, when she started dealing with the lane. But that wasn't the first time I caught her cheating. I've caught her cheating numerous times since she been home.
This nigga actually sit there and said he caught her cheating. Why you didn't? I mean, I know it ain't really nobody business. I know it ain't nobody business. But you see all of this crazy ass shit going around. Why you just didn't address it? Why you just didn't address it, bro? Of course, said, I don't know how Remy trying to play victim when all this started when she was seen publicly. Yeah, exactly. Like, why you didn't just address all this stuff in the beginning, bro? I know it ain't nobody business. I know it ain't nobody business. But let's just be realistic, bro.
With the lane, the reason, but hold on, let's get to the point. We're gonna get to the lame later. You had the audacity to mention my child, and you had the audacity to mention me not seeing my daughter, when ever since I left, she has not allowed me to see my daughter. She's been straight miserable. I'm gonna say it again. All men out there who ever been through this type of situation, you know how it gets when you're dealing with a miserable individual.
Fact.
She did not allow me to see my daughter since this first transpired at the end of last year. Blatantly, I went to pick my daughter up from school. When I went to pick my daughter up from school, Diamond was picking my daughter up because that's who has my daughter all the time. And that was one of the biggest issues I had with her, because all my daughter know is mommy and daddy. She was raised with both parents. That's all she know from day one, since the womb. Our entire lives has been documented. What goes on with these celebrities is they like when y'all come on their page and y'all like their posts. They like when y'all spend y'all money on their concerts, on their music. They like when y'all make them rich. So y'all become fans and y'all follow the journey of these celebrities for years and years and years, right? As y'all follow the journey of these celebrities, you basically become a part of their life, because you've been following them for 10 years, 15 years sometimes. You've been a fan of a celebrity or artist.
Right.
But soon as something happens, the first thing they say to the fans is, you don't know me, right? Soon as something get out there bad that they don't want you to know about, the first thing they say is, oh, you don't know my life? Yes, they do. They know you y'all know us very well. And the reason why I'm saying that is because don't allow none of these celebrities to fool you. When you hear a rumor that comes out, it's true. We are human, just like y'all, the audience, the supporters, the fans. So now you have a person here who...
And he's not lying about that, bro. I tell everybody around me, I tell everything, like, these celebrities, they just niggas with money. They just niggas with money, and we just see them through a different lens, bro. That's all it is.
Life has been documented for decades through the fans watching us, seeing when she got incarcerated. Watch me visit her every day for a year straight. Watch me bring her 35 pounds of food a month. Watch me hold her down. Watch me in the courtroom getting into altercations with court officers over her. Witness when she came home. Witness me go build the anticipation for her to come out of prison. Had a different artist do a drop every single day. Oh, the queen is coming, the return of the queen, right? All the fans witnessed this. Witnessed her come home. Witnessed us have the big wedding ceremony. Followed our entire journey. Never trust a celebrity who erased their Instagram. You ever notice I never erased nothing on my page? All you gotta do is scroll down.
Yeah, but a lot of the main reason why rappers, entertainers delete their Instagram is basically because they're either hemmed up or trying to really just hide something. I mean, I get your point. I understand, but usually it's because of legal issues. Like, just like NBA YoungBoy, he always delete this shit because he always in legal situations. They just like Finesse 2 Times. Finesse 2 Times stay deleting everything off his Instagram, bro. So yeah, I feel you on that, bro.
The same page that she utilized today to lie for an hour straight and tell all these fabricated stories, the same page I created. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. We'll get back to that later. I went to pick my daughter up from school. There's a young lady who was picking my daughter up from school. And I notified her, hey, I called her, I said, hey, I'm coming to pick her up. I picked up my daughter, gave her a hug, gave her a kiss, and I mean, show things you do when you see your child. Embrace my child. And I had to go take care of something that day, so after I seen my daughter, I just wanted to see her and hug her because everything had been going on. I hadn't seen her in a little while. After I left, I think the next day or next 2 went by, she contacted me. Hey, you haven't seen your daughter since New Year's. I said, excuse me? I just seen my daughter yesterday. I just picked her up from school. What are you talking about? She didn't even know that I seen my daughter. You know why?
Bro.
Because she's never there with my daughter. She is never there with my child. And it's crazy that you have the audacity to open your mouth and say that I haven't seen my daughter. Not only
do y'all believe that Remy Ma actually withheld his kids from him? Like, it seems like he's a good dad. It seems like it. But sometimes the fathers be capping as well. But he might be on to something. I mean, it's kind of difficult to actually tell about that situation, but I don't know. I don't know really what to say. But like, just looking at the actions of Remy Ma, like, she be doing some foul shit. So I can't really just put that past her.
Due to the fact that you didn't allow me to see her, since I finally got tired of your lies, tired of your narcissism and moved on. But the fact that while you was running out here cheating with this lame, not only cheating with this lame, you allowed him to destroy your entire life. You use all your
Can't even hear you, bro.
You use all of your money. And I want y'all to know this.
There you go.
Because I know a lot of people, I don't want to come across as I'm upset.
Man, you can tell this nigga ain't never been on IG.
But you know what? I am upset. You know why I'm upset? Because you mentioned my children. You had the audacity to mention my children, and you had the audacity. Can y'all hear me? Because some people complaining about the audio. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Can you hear me now? If you can hear me, let me know. There's a few people saying they can't hear me. It's good? Oh, yes. Okay, cool. Like I said earlier, for those who just came on the live, everybody who know me, and I'm talking about speaking with my actions, I don't do this. I don't clout chase. I never come on social media talking about anything. Even when I got stabbed in my back.
He really don't.
Even when I got stabbed in my back by the person that I moved mountains for, fought battles, did everything, was...
Cooper said not being on IG is a flex, my nigga. Not being on IG is a flex, my nigga. You think so? Like I don't really be on IG my damn self, but just as far as what I do, I need to be on IG. Like, it's hard for me to even be on IG. Like, I don't do like a lot of outside shit to actually post on IG. Not being on IG is a flex. I don't know really about that, because nowadays it just depends. Like Papoose is a rapper. Papoose is a rapper. I don't know what he's trying to achieve or whatever, but whatever he's trying to do, I mean, Instagram kind of will enhance that.
Super loyal to. I still didn't slander you. I still didn't say nothing. I just kept it moving. But you had the audacity to mention my children. So since you want to mention my children, and that I can't let ride. A lot of people in your path, that's not you. Don't entertain it. You know what I'm saying? People see through it. She's bitter. She's miserable. Yeah, that's a fact. But you mentioned my children, and that I'm not letting ride. So with that being said, you abandoned my child for months. I'm sorry, for days at a time. Knowing she had to go to school the next day, knowing I had to go to work the next day, since you want to get up on here and say, oh, you don't have a job. Because you know, when I got the executive position at TuneCore initially, knowing I had to go to work the next day, knowing my daughter had to go to school, you stayed out with the lane. You stayed out with the lane. You want to talk, and you stayed out with the lane while your daughter was crying for you. Tears. Also, she wanted to talk about all of this money talk and all of this and what I don't got and what I got. Since I met her, I have written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth.
Oh. Oh, I mean, I thought that. I thought that Papoose was ghostwriting for Remy Ma, because she don't really put no music out. Like, why would an MC, quote unquote, Remy Ma, not put no music out? That's crazy. And it makes sense. It makes sense that he actually ghostwrites. I mean, you would want to do that if he was your husband. Papoose is quote unquote a top lyricist, top MC. He's not a top artist. He doesn't make hits. But just out his history, he's a top tier lyrical artist. He did the legendary ABC rap. I need some receipts on that. What you mean? What you need some receipts on, Court? But I mean, hey.
Saying that, I want to say this to y'all. Anyone who has an iPhone, you know how iPhones work. When I was younger, I used to be able to write rhymes in my head, create rhymes in my head, and remember them. Just like that. As time went on, I got a little older, I started to write rhymes in my email draft. Now, if you have an iPhone, you go in your email draft. If anybody come around me, and we're in the flesh next to each other, I can type in any
pause,
word,
nigga. You said in the flesh.
from one of her songs, and her entire rap will come up. The entire verse will come up. I never asked for a penny. I never asked for credit. She was my wife. I didn't want anything from her. I just wanted to see her win. Like I said, I have written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth since I met her. Y'all see.
He's an executive now. Like, are you asking or saying that, Cooper?
Said it. Y'all said it numerous times. Oh, we know that's Pep behind that pen. Did I ever agree with y'all? Did I ever put it out there? I never said I wrote her rhymes. I left it. I didn't need the credit. All I wanted her to do was win. Wrote the rhymes, did the contracts, security, the whole shit.
Hey, and it makes sense, bro. It makes sense. Of course, him writing her raps, but it's not unavailable. It's not unbelievable though. I'm just saying, if they together, like, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? I got you, Cooper. Like, why wouldn't he? Like, if I had a wife and I was a top tier MC, I would want her to win, just like he's saying on here. I would want her to win. I would assist her in all categories. Why wouldn't you want that?
So you fabricating these stories, and it's very weird that you're talking all of this money talk, but in your background, it's everything that I bought. All of the utilities are in my name. So all of this fabrication about, oh, he don't pay no bills, oh, he don't do this, he don't do that. If you analyze her live, the whole thing is about all of this money talk. Why? Because she wants y'all to think that she's this big shot. I don't need to come up here and perpetrate no fraud like I'm a big shot, like I'm this and I'm that. For the simple fact that I speak with my actions. You want to talk about black love? Anybody who follow me, they know I've always been pro-black and had knowledge of self since I was a teenager. So I've represented that since I came in the door before I even knew you. Okay? So don't ever talk about black love and what else she said? I gotta remember. So, first and foremost, very bipolar, very delusional. This is a person who will sit in front of you. She will post that live, and she'll say later, I didn't do that. I wasn't on live. You'll be sitting there like, huh? She will say something to you, and 10 minutes later say, I never said that. Very bipolar. And I don't want to talk bad about her, man. That's something that I never wanted to do. That's why when this took place, when she first got caught cheating with the lame, I brought it to her attention. I said, first of all, I couldn't even believe that she was stooped that low because he's such a cornball. Y'all see it, y'all say it yourself. I'm like, yo,
hey, he is a cornball though, bro.
Because I'm trying to figure it out. Like, damn, who is this nigga? Because, we were living a normal, peaceful life, raising our child like we planned to, and she started to move real strange. So in the process of her moving strange, it became stranger and stranger, worse and worse. So I said, damn, I gotta see what's going on. What the hell is going on? I started to do my research. As I did my research, I found out she was cheating with the lame. So once I find out, I brings it to her attention.
Yeah.
I said,
Cooper says that's what I meant. I'm not being on IG. I'm not being missing facts.
Mind you, I didn't knock him out because he slept with my wife. Like I told you before.
Like being missing
the reason I knocked
bro.
him out was because he shook my hand and then slept with my wife. It's a difference. But let me tell y'all this. So I bring it to her attention that I found out that she's sleeping with the lame. She tells me, him? Why him? Why him out of all people? Like,
man, look, everybody on the internet seen that shit a mile away, bro, that she was fucking him, bro. Like, why is she acting, why did she, I understand why she's acting stupid, but come on, bro.
Goods, not hitman. My word is my bond is my life. I should give my life before my word shall fail. This was her exact words. Him? Why would I deal with him? I said, Rem, I know you're dealing with the lame. I know it. First and foremost, how it first fell on my radar that she was cheating with the nigga, he was running his mouth and it came back to me. They said, yo, Pat, this nigga out here telling niggas he fucking your wife. I said, word. So I did a little bit more research, connect a couple more dots, I finds out. She tells me this. Okay, I finds out. Mind you, it's not the first time she cheated. You know what I mean? I continued the marriage because I live by my wedding vows. I try to live by my wedding vows. Richer for poor, sicker for health, sickness and health. You know what I'm saying? But
hey, that's why I can't get married, bro. That's why I can't get married, bro. Some shit like this happen, I'm gonna crash out, bro. I'm gonna crash the fuck out, bro. Like straight up. Like you cross that line with me, it's over. It's over.
Better for worse, death do us part. So you try to work through things. Anybody out there who's married, y'all understand. So I found out she's cheating with the lame. I bring it to her attention. Of course, we have an altercation, like basically argument back and forth or whatever transpired, right? Okay. She decides, and I decide that we're going to go to therapy. But she brings it to my attention, to be honest. She said, I think we should do therapy. I said, okay. Even though I'm private and I don't like to speak to people about my personal business, that was a very, very difficult thing for me to do. But I said, you know what? Let's do the therapy.
Me too, Coop.
We go to the therapist. The therapist's first question is, do you guys want a divorce or do y'all want to work it out? Me and her both said we want to work it out. So when she comes on live and say, we haven't slept in the bed since 2022, and to make it seem like and fabricate a story, like we had some agreement, you such a liar. There was no agreement.
She did say that in her live, though. She did say that, and that's insane, bro. Like, why would you lie about laying in bed? Like, I hate manipulators. That's a big pet peeve of mine. Like, you manipulating just to curb your narrative. That's insane, bro.
When I found out you was with the lame, you denied it. You shitted on him. Basically said, yo, why would I be with him? Why do you think I would be with him? And then you wanted to go to therapy. So check it out now. Check it out. So when we go to therapy, the therapist says, do y'all want to get a divorce or do y'all want to work it out? Me and her both said we want to work it out. I'm going to be honest. Because honestly, I didn't want to not live under the same roof as my 5-year-old. I love all my kids the same, but when you have children, and everyone knows that about me. Everybody who know me, y'all know my character. Y'all know her character. Very rude, very disrespectful, not just to me, to everyone. But that speaks volumes. I didn't want to we planned to raise her with both parents. That was the plan. So I did not want to not live under the same roof with my little girl. I was there from the moment she came out of the womb, and I intended, and I always told her, I want to be there to the moment we take her to her prom. So when she graduates high school, college, get her degrees, I want to be there to take my daughter to her prom. And I told her that. So I never wanted to leave from under the roof of my baby. That's why I stayed around for this nonsense. And I don't want to go away from the point. Okay, so we did the therapy. The therapist gave us that option. We both said we want to work it out. She said,
"Oh, my bad. Oh my God." I basically was saying I hate manipulators. That's a big pet peeve of mine. I hate fucking manipulators. I want to stone cold stone them, power drive them, all of that. That's basically what I was just saying.
This is the plan. I'm going to give y'all a plan to work it out. She said, Pap, because like I told y'all previously, once I seen that she was cheating, like she was moving real strange, I'm talking about leaving for hours at a time. Every time I questioned it, it was a lie, just strange behavior. So once I noticed that she was moving strange, I started to do my research. So the therapist said, because she told the therapist, mind you, she got all these lies to y'all about me. The only thing she told the therapist was, oh, he doesn't trust me. He's going to keep looking behind me and trying to, find out what I'm doing. But the only reason why I was looking behind her is because she was moving strange. So I agreed to, not show distrust or whatever. And the therapist told her, Remy, since you're saying that it's only business with this dude moving forward, but y'all have a last event coming up, after this event, you're going to cut all ties with this individual. This is what the therapist said.
Man, shout out to Kelly.
She said, Pat.
Shout out to Big Kel. Shout out to Kelly in this motherfucker.
Because I told Rem back then, before I even clipped him, I said, when I catch son, I'm putting him down. I'm putting him down. He violated, you know what I'm saying? And what I noticed, when I found out, I noticed that every time me and her stepped out and made an appearance, he'd go post on his gram, do little sucker shit. He'd go make a post on his story about us. So I'm watching this. Mind you, y'all, I'm not saying nothing the whole time. I know this nigga sleeping with my wife, but I ain't saying nothing. Feel me?
No, first of all, bro, if I find out, if I know for a fact that this nigga is sleeping with my wife, I'm gonna make his life a living hell, bro. I'm gonna make his life a living hell, bro. When it comes to disrespect, if you disrespect me, it's over, bro. If you walking on this earth and you disrespect me on that type of level, nigga, you gonna have to look over your back every time that I'm living, bro. Straight up. Like, I hate this for Pap, bro. This is crazy.
I'm like, I'm gonna be quiet. I ain't saying nothing. Son doing sucker shit on the gram. That's cool. I ain't paying that no mind. We go to therapy. The therapist come up with the plan. We put the plan together. The therapist said she has this event coming up at Sony Hall, which was the battle between him and Hitman. She said, you can go to the event, right? But don't knock him. Don't do nothing to this individual. She said, I said, I'm gonna go to the event. I'm gonna fall back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do nothing. After the event, she's supposed to leave the dude alone. Right? I go to the hold on a second, man. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Y'all.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around.
Appreciate that,
broke ass.
Please give me a summary of what I missed. Basically, we're doing a whole, like, this whole weekend, Pap and Rem been going back and forth on IG, and now I'm just back. I'm just reacting to what Pap said on IG, and I'm doing a whole breakdown right now, basically.
So I go to the event. It's the battle with him and Hitman. Everybody there. Everybody remember that event. Y'all notice I never came on the stage, right? Never came on the stage, stayed in the crowd, fell back. Watched the entire little week battle, whatever, you know what I'm saying? On his behalf, because he trash. Watch him do his little trash battle. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm watching it, I never did nothing. When we left the battle, I went home with my daughter. She went home with the lame. Went home with the lame. Okay.
So you mean it's, oh my God, y'all went to therapy. Basically, you held your composure just to try to make things work. They had the battle, and she went home to that nigga. She went home to, her shit would have been on the fucking ground, bro. Her shit would have been outside, bro. Ain't no way, bro. Like, he would have to have like some kind of security around him. If I known that shit was gonna happen, bro. Like, for real. Like, no joke.
She came home. She home with the lane, stayed out all night, came home probably like the next morning. When she came home, after that, the baby is there. I ain't tripped. Kept it moving, kept raising my daughter, kept it pushing. A couple days go by, things a little peaceful around the crib. I reach out to the therapist, let her know what transpired. We went to the event, everything was everything. After those couple days, me, her, and my daughter, we all sleep in the same room. We go to bed. I'm saying it's bedtime. We sleep together in the same bed every night. As we sleeping in the bed, I fall asleep. My daughter's in the middle of us. So it's two beds in our room now at this time because she started doing weird things around the crib or whatever. So me, her, and my daughter in the same bed. It's another bed over there. I wake up.
Hey,
It's me and my daughter in the bed. So I get up. I see her in the other bed. So I go over to the other bed. And as I go to the other bed, I notice that her phone is on. When I pick up the phone, I see the lame on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I said, okay. She on the phone with the lame. So after that, I woke her up. Hey, what's going on? This is what you doing in here? This is what we doing? She started lying again, fabricating, this, that, and the third. Long story short, she kept cheating with the lame. Okay, move forward from that. Another battle comes up. The lame not on the card. He not on the card. It's just another event. But mind you, like I told y'all previously, I'm there for my daughter. I'm there being a father. I'm not going to allow this situation to take me away from my child. So what I did was kept raising my daughter. Even though I know that she's a narcissist.
Do y'all think all this stuff he's saying right now, like, I understand he want to be there for his child. I understand that, bro. But it's a certain point where you just got to walk away, my nigga. it's just a certain point where you just gotta walk away, dog. Like, I don't know if at the time if your mental was on point at this time, but I don't know. It couldn't been me, bro. Kelly said, "Nah, for real. Some games you just shouldn't play. Females forgot men are bigger and stronger." I'm telling you, he held his composure, bro.
Very contradictive, very bipolar. I said, you know what? I'm gonna keep raising my daughter. I'm not gonna let this situation to remove me from under the roof of my child. I kept raising my daughter, taking my daughter to school every single day, doing everything a father's supposed to do. In the process of me raising my daughter, another event is coming up later on down the line. The lane is not on the card. Okay. She has the event. I'm going to the event because I go to all the events. I'm going to the event, but I'm hoping the lane ain't there. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to have to really put my hands on them. Cool. I'm getting dressed. She leaves. They start the event. I'm still at the crib. I get dressed. I go to the... Matter of fact, I can't even put that out there. Anyway, let me just say this. I found out the lane was there. I said, she got to be kidding me, man. I done told you I'm going to put this nigga down and you bring him to the event. I done told you numerous times, when I catch this nigga, I'm going to put him down. Mind you, I finds out she got an apartment 40 minutes away from our crib where she lays up with the lane, leaves and says she's going to work, leaves and say she's going to do this and do that, but she goes to the crib. I've been there. I can actually give y'all the address. So she got this. She got another crib, and shout the. I don't even want to put this nigga under the bus, man. But this another individual who was married and got a crib not too far from the home of his family. But I ain't gonna put him out there. But she did the same thing, which was weirdo shit. So anyway,
that's weird. How would y'all react if y'all man, a husband or whatever, had a whole apartment 5 minutes from you? Like, how would y'all react to that? Let's just hypothetically say he didn't cheat or whatever, whatnot. He out cool. You had no suspicion. But just out the blue, you find out that he has a whole nother girlfriend and a whole nother apartment right down the road. I can only imagine how I will react to that.
Go to the event. Now, I already know I'm coming there. I'm putting this nigga down. I'm going to be honest with you. Truthfully, I really wanted to really hurt him. But I decided at the last minute, I said, you know what? I'm going to just put my hands on this nigga. I get to the
so that's it. That's all his live. I guess his live got shut off or something like that. So, man, shout out to because that couldn't be me, bro. That couldn't be me. Kirk Frost did that. Kirk did that? Damn, Kirk did that? That's insane, bro. But so basically this morning, what's his name? Block. He's out of the block. Whatever his name is. He responded to what Papoose said on that live or whatever. So look at this. Look at how this nigga look, bro. This nigga look goofy. Look at this nigga. All right, so basically, all right, so this is the IG post or whatever, blah 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 blah. Damn, I thought that was it. Oh, this okay, y'all can't see it. All right, basically he said on his IG story, he said, "This nigga is obsessed with me, I swear." Nigga, you went on around telling people you taking pictures with Remy Ma, That's part one. It's some more out there. For real, I'm finna check it out. This dude, you out saying you effing your what? Bro, come on, bro. You breaking up families, bro. Corey, you said it's a part two? You said it's a part two? Is this it?
I hate to say this, but you want to know why she started having so much animosity towards me? Like the whole thing, I'm eating it because I'm not saying nothing. I'm going to catch this nigga. This is my mentality.
All right, this is part two.
Even right now, the situation that he's in, I went to visit him.
Yeah, easy to block, Cap.
Visit him. So for a person who know what it was to be behind that wall, you didn't even visit him. You waited till
Court, is this it? I think this is it.
I visit him, then you went to visit him. And you know what? People bear witness to that. But let's keep it moving. Like I said, scroll down my page, you see pictures of me with my son. You see videos in the past. Now, as a parent, as a real parent.
Court said, but Remy, a wild girl for that one, then trying to be manipulative and say, oh, he was cheating the whole time I was locked up. Yeah, that's Remy she need to be spanked in the head a few times.
Who raise their child from when they're young till they get older, we all know it's two different things. It's not the same. As your child gets older, all my kids, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you go through certain stages where y'all don't see eye to eye, certain situations take place. That's normal in parenthood. But I love my son, I love my stepson, I love all my kids, I love my daughters, all the same. Like I said, as your kids get older, sometimes y'all have differences because as a parent, certain things you want for them, certain things they want for themselves. But that doesn't change the love. Love all my kids the same. So I just wanted to point that out. So don't ever try to threaten me to exploit my son. You can never threaten the lifestyle that he chose to live. That's up to him. That doesn't mean I don't love him. Let's move on along. Cause I gotta make sure I don't. And then I think that the relationship with my mother-in-law, you know what I'm saying? Because I love her to death, and she was one of my closest friends. She still is. And your entire family, you want to pretend like you got any type of love for my son. You don't got no love for nobody in my family. You never showed no love you had animosity and hatred towards everybody, especially other women.
Do y'all hate y'all significant others' family? Like, do y'all actually with open arms up to them stuff? Cause like, it just seems like every time I get with somebody, it seems like they feel a certain type of way towards me. I don't know. It might be just me. I don't know.
You are a very unhappy individual. So you want to now fabricate and try to make it seem just so you can exploit? Don't you know that when you were saying what you were saying on what I just played about the meatball, the lane, that you said some other things that I could end this whole charade that you're trying to play with? But I'm going to just allow you to keep going. I'm going to allow you to keep going because that's what you like to do. Moving on along. I told y'all earlier, I'm going to let y'all know one of the reasons why she had so much animosity towards me. And I never got to finish that because people started kept calling my phone. But you know what? I'm going to let y'all know. But before I let y'all know that, I do want to say this. I've supported your whole family, not just you. I've supported your whole family financially ever since I've been around them. Right now, you're not speaking to nobody in your family. You're mad at them because they still love me. So if I'm this guy who don't support, who don't pay money, who don't pay bills, who don't do this and that, why your whole family love me? Because not only was I there morally, I'm there for them financially too. If anybody call me and say, yo, pal, I need X, Y, Z, I give it to them.
But how is he getting paid, though? Like, what is he getting paid from doing? I'm not aware of what his basic income is coming from? Somebody tell me that in the chat, bro.
Ask, and I'm talking about her family. Call them and ask them. Anybody from anywhere where her family live, ask them about Papoose. Ask them, did I ever deny them anything? Ask them, will I give them the shirt off my back if they ever in time of need? To this day, man. When you turn them away, guess who they come to? Guess who look out? And I am not saying that I don't do that so I could come up on here and say it. That's why I'm not speaking about it in detail. But the fact that you fabricating these stories about my character, I got to do it. Also, what I wanted to address. Throughout the duration of me being home with my child, when you abandoned my child, so you could go stay in an apartment that you got 40 minutes away from my house, I can literally post the address up here. She went and got an apartment between her and this lane, 40 minutes from my house, ran back and forth there every other day.
Drop the address, my nigga. Drop the address, my nigga. That'll be petty as fuck. They ain't like if I were you, I hate this nigga. Drop the address so people can like scold them, bro.
Lying, saying she not with the dude anyway. You went and got this apartment 40 minutes away from my house. And so the main reason why she started to have animosity towards me was this.
What record company he's an executive of?
One day, because every birthday we celebrate birthdays together as a family. Every holiday. Guess what, y'all? Very consistent with what I said earlier. Y'all can see.
Hey, Carter, just sit back and ride, brother.
If y'all scroll down my page, if you got time, everything is there. It's in order. This social media thing, it has its pros and cons, but if you go through it, it tells a story. But if you go to her page,
you gotta cut that notification bell on, Carter.
The history, a lot of it is erased because that's what people do when they got something to hide, when they want to try to be somebody that they're not. She want to go around the lane and change the story around. Lied to him bad. He's a clown. Lied to him. He on the recording just saying a bunch of untrue stuff. He's an airhead. I just played her saying that she would have been done with him if I would have knocked him out. Guess what, y'all? He's still going to deal with her because he's a bum. The league is hers. It's not his. She threatens him anytime he get mad. Oh, I'm take it down. You sleeping with this girl, take it off. I got all of that document. That's neither here nor there. I told y'all about, I was going to let y'all know why she got so much animosity towards me. So the reason why she got so much animosity towards me is because when you find out the truth about a person, they will start to resent you. Every birthday we celebrate as a family. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go back further. When she was away, I visited her all the time. I visited her so much that I feel like I know a lot of the people she was locked up with. Because I sat on the visiting floor from 8 in the morning to 3:15 when the visit is over. So through that time, she would just tell me certain situations that was going on in the jail and all of that. Anybody from Bedford Hills, can you please step to the front? Anybody who was in Bedford Hills with her, please step to the front. Okay, moving on along. Visited her all the time, so she told me plenty of stories. So I know these people. She had a friend that she was away with, right? Okay. Do I want to say this individual's name?
Drop the name.
Let me just move along with the story. She had a certain individual who she was locked up with. I always heard this person's name. I ain't think nothing of it. Cool. It's her friend. Okay, she's home now. We celebrate all holidays together. If you look down my page.
Okay, all right, I got you, Cooper.
I hate to say this, but it's one of the things that I want y'all to look at. Because when she said about me spending money, you'll see the gifts being bought. You'll see the diamond necklaces and chains being bought when she started the league. Since she wanted to fabricate and say, oh, he never wanted me to start the league. You'll see that. You'll see the Mother's Days. You'll see the Christmas. You'll see the birthdays. But you know what an ungrateful person says? They downplay that. They downplay that. So the most important part is not the materialistic things, what she seems to keep talking about. Y'all notice that? Every time she's talking about me, it's about materialism and fabricating about money because she thinks that y'all think she's the bigger artist. So she's playing along with that. She thinks that y'all think she rich. This is the same individual who just texted me a screenshot and said, this is how much money I got.
She broke.
You know what I'm saying? But moving on.
Oh, she broke.
I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
Oh, she's broke.
So the holiday, this time her birthday comes. She's been home a couple years. I don't remember exactly what year it was, but she informed me, hey, such and such just came home, one of the individuals who she was locked up with. So I said, oh, okay, that's cool. But I remember the name from when she was away. I don't think nothing of it. Oh, this year, we always celebrate our birthdays together. Me, her, and the baby birthday, my birthday, our family. They all come around. It's like, that's how I was raised, so I'm real big on family. So this particular year, she says, I want to have an all-girls party. So I'm like, okay. So you don't want me and the baby to come? All right. No, just my friends, all girls. I'm like, damn, that's a little, I don't want to say strange, but I was like, okay, we usually do it as a family, but this is cool. You want to have it with all
that's
girls.
That's insane. You don't want the baby to come?
Girls party.
Yeah.
I don't go. Back. The friend who was incarcerated comes to the crib. She attends the all-girls party, all the friends, cool. After that, we had like a little dinner in the basement or whatever at the crib. So this is the first time I seen homegirl outside of when they was in the penitentiary together. So I see her at the crib. Okay, she stayed for a couple days. She spent the night. Cool. A little activity was a little weird, but I didn't think nothing of that. Moving on along, she comes back to the crib on another occasion. So this time when she comes to visit the crib, every night when it's time to go to bed, she's telling me, oh, I'm gonna go sleep in the guest room with such and such. I don't even want to say this individual name because I ain't gonna try to give her no clout. She's a extreme clout chaser. So I don't even gonna say her name.
Say her name, nigga. Say her name.
So she tells me, I'm going to sleep in the guest room with such and such. I said, okay, that's cool. I sleep in the room by myself. Big ass crib, big ass room, everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I bought through the whole crib, all the utilities in my name. That's another story, but she fabricating. Moving on along, that's documented too.
Say
I've been
the
paying out
name,
the same
nigga.
account for over 15 years, whatever, or more. Moving on along, I sleep in the room by myself. I don't think nothing of it. Next day, same thing. I said, damn, babe, you sleeping in there again? She like, yeah, I'm gonna just stay with such and such, right? I said, all right, cool. Anybody in Bedford Hills, can you please step to the front? So now I'm like, damn, this shit weird. The hell? You feel me? So at this time, I try to be intimate. I'm keeping it 100 with you. I try to be intimate with her.
Yeah.
And she came into bed with me. She hugged me, kissed me, the whole thing. And at this time, I'm trying to be intimate with her. When it's time to go down, she slipped out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay. After she do that, she go back to sleep in the room with homegirl this particular night. I said, something is fishy here. I said,
yeah, and it wasn't the smell.
This ain't adding up. You feel me?
Fishy.
So I said, damn, something wrong, something ain't right here. So one time I had to go do something. I had to go handle some business. So I go handle business. I come back in the crib. It's a big ass crib, and they got like a.
Hey, Kel, I need you to do the research. You got two people in here saying he an executive. Got two people in here saying he is an executive.
A long walkway to get to our bedroom. It's like a long walkway, and then on the other side is the other rooms. So I come in the crib. As soon as I walk in, I look down towards our bedroom. I see my daughter in our room by herself. I say, yo, what the heck? Where the hell is she at? So I go up the other side, and when I tell you this is a big crib, so it's a long walkway. I go to the other side, I go in the room. She in the bed. I don't see homegirl though. It's like she booked it or something when I came. But I see a whole plate.
They playing scissors.
All these type of pink razors all laid out.
They playing scissors.
In the room by herself.
They ain't talking about the rock and paper.
Why the baby in the room by herself? She made some bullshit excuse. Extreme liar. You never seen a liar like this in your life. I said, where homegirl at? She didn't even answer that. It was just like a weird answer. I pushed past that. Moving on along.
First of all, hold on. We're gonna stop the story right here. Bro, look, me personally, I would have invited them to the bedroom. Like, both of y'all come on back here. I was saying. But bro, like, first you gotta deal with Easy the Block Captain 300, whatever his name is. Now you got this situation right here happening where Remy is playing scissors, rock, paper, scissors with the girl in the next room.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Bro, like what? Like that would have been it. She would have been kicked out that night. Nah. I'm not agreeing with what Remy Ma did to you, but you have to take some accountability, bro. You got to take some accountability. You allowing this girl to play in your face, bro. You allowing this girl to play in your face, bro. Like, what's like, come on. Like, I'm easing it towards you now as far as accountability, bro. Like, let's keep it 100.
I hate to say this, y'all. I hate to say this. But you want to know why she started having so much animosity towards me? Because I ended up finding out the truth, y'all. And I'm not saying this because it's a bad thing, but I'm saying this because, and when I say not a bad thing, because I don't judge people who live that lifestyle. But she has done a lot of bashing towards people who live that lifestyle and talk so bad about them and say so many foul things about them that it hurted her so bad that I knew the truth. So on another day, I caught her with this individual in our house while my daughter was on the bed with them. Ended up catching it.
Kelly, do that sound familiar? This nigga caught Remy playing scissors in his house with the baby in another room. I mean, the baby wasn't on the floor. Thank God. The baby wasn't on the floor. But Kelly, do that shit sound familiar? Hey, that's the New York accent, Carter. That's the New York accent, bro.
Now, this individual is a female. So I can't do nothing to her. I don't put my hands on female.
Bullshit.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care. Jerry.
Bullshit. Hey, these are equal opportunists.
Females. Y'all want to know what I did?
What'd you do, bro?
I told the individual, I said, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I didn't put my hands on her because I'm not gonna do that. I don't hit women. But I told her to get out.
Okay, Court.
I said, get the fuck out. Because I felt very disrespected that took place in my house while my daughter was right there on the bed. And you know what she did? Blame me. Said it wasn't true. Said my ears deceived me. My eyes deceived me. Which goes back to what I was telling y'all earlier. She's the type of person who will say something to you, and 10 to 5 minutes later, she'll say, I didn't say that. Straight bipolar. Was diagnosed with it. So ever since I caught that, she resented me. She had a lot of animosity towards me because I knew the truth. When you find out the truth about a person, they will despise you. I want y'all to know that. So for her to have me shake a dude's hand and sleep with him, it was nothing after that. Because she had it all against me. She had all the animosity in the world against me. Why? Because she knows I know the truth. And it's not even something that I judge. Like I said, I don't judge nobody who lived that lifestyle. I do think it was very disgusting that it took place in the house while my daughter was in the bed. I thought that was very disgusting. And I'm telling y'all this because I know a lot of people think, damn, what Pat did, what he did, he must have did something. In the normal world, with logical people, civilized people, yes, not with her. So that whole rant about, oh, if a person has everything, a good husband, supportive, and this, that, and the third, and support you financially, why would they cheat?
Bro.
Because that's you. You're ungrateful. You're a backstabber. So
why is you dealing with her, bro? She done backstabbed you like 3 times, bro. Like, why are you dealing with it?
A normal person, yes, that would be true, but not with you. Don't play that card. Don't play that card. Like I said, she's currently angry at her whole family because they still love me and we still speak. She doesn't speak to nobody in my family. From day one, she's been rude to my whole family, my mother, disrespectful to everybody. Her family, love them like they my family to this day. And they will tell you that. And I'm saying that because I'm going to stand on the fact that being honest, they're going to verify that. Never denied them anything, always supported. They ain't never see me disrespect her, violate her, or nothing in no shape, form, or fashion. So if I'm all of this that you claim I am, how your family still love me? But my family, you never showed love to nobody in my family. But now you want to try to exploit my son because you think that's something that I'm ashamed of?
Ain't no way.
I'm not ashamed of anything. I'm not ashamed of my son. You can look down my page and you'll see. Now, like I said previously, as your kids grow older, certain things happen where y'all might not see eye to eye parents the child. That's just normal. It's not the same when you're raising an infant or a young child. So y'all have differences, different things might transpire. But all my kids, all my daughters.
Bro, that's one thing you don't fucking do is disrespect my mama, bro. Like, don't, I'm not saying to disrespect me, but if you disrespect somebody that genuinely tried to show love to you and not initially try to hurt you, oh, it's up then. Physically. I'm like, man, look, I don't care, bro. I'm not a woman beater, but these are equal opportunists. I'm just saying.
Daughters know I love them all the same. That's just who I am as a man. So that's what I wanted to clarify about all of these fabrications and these lies that she up here telling. Also, I said earlier, now I don't even want to speak on the drug thing that I said earlier, but I highly suspected it.
Appreciate that, Kelly.
Because she was acting outside of herself, laying up in a hotel and all this for days. It was just like crackhead behavior. And then it been exposed in the past that the chump used the drugs. They got photos of him smoked out and all that, looking crazy. So I said, damn, it's either that, but we know the blackmailing thing, I already exposed that. So that's neither here nor there. But what I wanted to, last thing I wanted to clarify is, when I went through the process of dealing with what I was dealing with her, being in the house with my daughter crying night after night. She wanted her mother. All she knew was me and her mother. You gotta remember, COVID happened. It was just the 3 of us locked in the crib. We couldn't even go out. We lived in Manhattan at the time. So all my daughter know is us. So when she started to stop coming home so she could be with the lame, if you listen to the audio, he tells you. He's on the audio saying, she'd be at my house for days. Bragging. Talking to another individual on the phone, bragging about it. Yeah, she'd be over here at my house days at a time. So if you at his house days at a time, who's home with the baby? Me. Not only am I home with my daughter who's still a baby, I'm home with my daughter who's used to having her mother and her father, so she's crying every single night for you, and you're not answering the phone.
What y'all think about that? What y'all think about a woman that's not there for her child, bro, and cheated, and this nigga didn't even do nothing wrong. This nigga didn't even do nothing wrong. Of course, I think the biggest dummy in this situation is Clarissa. How she's the biggest dummy? How is she's the biggest dummy? We gonna get to her after this bullshit. Like, leaving your child, like, bro, that's insane, bro. And Pap really didn't even really do nothing. If you're not happy with Pap, just leave, bro. But coming from Pap, she's a big manipulator, bro. Just from his angle.
So, dealing with that, raising my child night after night by myself while she with a clown, you know what I'm saying, who bragging to people, yo, I'm fucking his wife, the whole thing. I'm eating it because I'm not saying nothing. I'm going to catch this nigga. This is my mentality. I'm going to wait till I catch him. So by me not saying nothing, he thought it was sweet. Feel me? Making a little post about it and all that. He thought it was sweet. Nah, young man, far from that. But moving on along, the process of me dealing with all of that, being in the crib, constantly dealing with that. My daughter, you know what I'm saying, quit the job, you know what I'm saying, the executive position, working that, but still trying to balance everything. Still paying all the utilities in the crib, the whole thing. I can honestly admit, going through that, I'm not a person that uses drugs. Anybody that know me will tell you that. Verify it. Very, very, extremely mentally sober. Extremely. I can control anything in my life, but I did fall victim to gambling, going through that. I can admit that. But did you notice that there's no accountability with her? She never admit anything. I can admit.
Duh, she's not gonna. She how you described her, she's not gonna take accountability, bro.
That I fell victim to that. I caught a habit with that. But guess what? Anything I went through with the gambling, it never affected her. It never affected her at all. I still had to pay all of the bills in the crib, the whole thing. The only time I stopped paying the bills is when I started to notice that she was taking money outside from the family and tricking on this chump. If you look at the chump, straight bum before her. Look at me before her. Look at the chump, straight bum. All of a sudden, you with the chump, she's spending money on the chump. She paying everybody throughout battle rap to battle the chump. Every time he lose, she paying again. Paying money. She got a crib, not too far from my crib, like I said earlier. So I started to say to myself, damn, I'm busting my ass to pay all of these utilities in this crib. And she taking her bread and taking bread outside of the family and giving it to the next nigga.
If you knew all this, bro, why you just didn't kick her out then, bro? Just off the fact that you paying all the bills, you should have been let her go, bro. If you got a sense, if I had a sense of her even talking to another nigga, she would have been gone, bro. She would have been gone, bro. Straight up, she would have been gone. I'm paying all the bills in my house. And this what you did, Pop. This what you did. You paying all the bills in the house, taking care of her family and shit like that. You done let her have a rumor come out saying first of all, Easy the Captain Block King, whatever fuck his name is. He put the rumor out saying he fucked your wife. She showing up to rap battles with him. You allow her to have a birthday party, which y'all usually have family gatherings. You had her have a friend spend the night and they play scissors in the next room while you had the child. Then, like you just said, she's giving money to another nigga? Another nigga? Bro, like now I'm getting like I ain't even that mad at Remy. I'm not like I'm mad at her. I'm disappointed in her. That's been happening for years. Now it's like you have to take accountability for that, bro. Like, are you insane? You paying all the bills? I'm triggered, bro. Of course, I'll wait until we get to her. But basically, I don't see why she choosing to deal with this.
I'm not paying.
Who you talking about, Remy? What you mean? Remy is running over Papoose, like, as according to his story. This is insane, bro.
Paying these bills no more. I'm not doing that. Because at that point, I'm taking care of
and I do agree with you, whoever said that, like, he's up here, is like, you should have been said all this, bro. The blogs, everybody, like, she making you look stupid as fuck out here, bro, and you paying all the bills? Fuck that, bro. I'm sorry. Fuck that, bro.
the next nigga. So when she say, he didn't pay bills, I stopped paying bills at that point. Because I said, I'm not doing it no more. I'm not going to be sitting here busting my ass so the next nigga can live. Feel me? So that's the only time where I stopped paying bills. Outside of that, I got records, all paid from my account, documented. Her civil suit, documented, my account. Also, I wanted to add before I end this live. When I first met her back then, everybody knew I was on top of the world, the $1.5 million man, hottest rapper on the planet. Y'all seen it. She reached out to meet me. She reached out to say, I want to meet your artist. Long story short, I don't even want to get into all that. That's old news. I'm only bringing that up to y'all to say this. She came to meet me. I was on top, in all aspects of my life. Doing good, on my feet. 100%. Her situation took place, like I said, I left my tour, came back, bailed her out. When I bailed her out, nothing but expense after expense after expense after expense. Remember, she got remanded, she blew trial, they took her right away. I had to pay to pack her crib up, pay to put everything in storage, pay the storage bill every month, get a condo closer to the jail so I could visit her every day. Visiting her every day, driving back and forth to the visit to see her every day. Slay everybody in my ear, Pap, you gotta get to work. You can't visit her every day. But when I speak to her on the phone, she would cry to me. She was so upset. She was broken. They broke up. She would constantly cry. I knew she needed me. Kept visiting her. Cool. In the process of me doing that, I'm running back and forth to the jail for a year straight. I exhausted all my funds. I exhausted all my funds at that point. So when that transpired, I had to get back to work. That's why I only visited her every day for a year straight. But after that, I had the space to visit out to like 3 times a week. Never missed a Christmas, never missed a Mother's Day, never missed a single holiday. I was there. The whole thing, right? So now I started to get back to work. I started to release certain music, but it wasn't the same for me because when I had that moment when I was on fire, I was supposed to capitalize off it. When she blew trial and I started to get caught up in everything that was going on with her, you know what I'm saying? You had a couple individuals who was supposed to be there when the situation happened with her bag. They got hands put on them, and they were saying I did it. So I couldn't attend the trial or none of that. You know what I'm saying? So with that type of information going on out there, and a lot of other things I was getting into that had nothing to do with her. You know what I'm saying? As a
Yeah, I got Remy Ma video. Her whole live is on my channel. I didn't react to nothing to it. I just posted it, Kelly, if you want to check it out.
Young artist coming up, my deal folded. So she went away, my deal folded, and I started visiting her every day. I exhausted all my funds doing that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I don't regret nothing I did because I knew that she needed me. I was supporting her. So at that point, I had to get back to work. Got back to work, started releasing music here and there. I started doing...
Uh-oh.
Drove to the appeals court. We all went up. I said, I want everybody to come out so they could see that unity and maybe she'd get this appeal. It was the last appeal. She lost the appeal. We came to the conclusion that she got to do the rest of the time. So we started to strategize 2 things. Me, my career, and also her return. So we would just map things out on the paper. She couldn't really do much. She behind the wall. But we would put the plan together. I would execute it because I was still out in the world. So long story short, I'm spending money on this, spending money on that. She locked up. So she can't do much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But she wants to fabricate these stories about, oh, I did this and I did that. I ran for a whole year, took care of the kids, took care of my stepson, took care of you, fed you, did everything for a year straight without working. So it came a time where if our son needed certain things, If she had something that she in her account or whatever, she had to take care of it. If she could, she did. But for the most part, I did every single thing.
As you should.
So,
as you should.
Moving on along, when she came home,
look. I understand, bro. You hurt, bro. I understand it. But in order, that was you supposed to have did if you was married to her, bro. I understand that, bro. And I understand that it hurt, bro. But as a man, you supposed to have did all that, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like
she was going to parole to I had a condo in Jersey. So she was going to parole to the Jersey crib. The parole officer said she can't, if she paroled to Jersey, she's going to need a pass every single time she got to go to New York. So at the last minute, with 2 weeks notice, I had to pack up and relocate and get a crib in the Bronx just so she could move freely. So now I'm in my condo. I mapped out her return, everybody out there, all exotic cars, the return of the queen, the whole movement I set up single-handedly with the help of a couple individuals. You know what I'm saying? Pack the crib up, pack my condo up, move to a condo and move to a crib in New York. Had to put the bread up last minute. But we got a plan. We're going to push you. I was about to put out an album. The money I had for my album, I had to take that bread and move to a new crib because at the end of the day, I couldn't let her parole to Jersey because she's not going to be able to move. Mind you, this is...
What you mean, Court? By saying no Clarissa?
This is set up for me to release my project at the time. But it's cool. It ain't nothing. So she come out, we working. It's a plan. Fuck it, we behind her. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna push it. Everybody anticipated. I put my music to the side. I'm gonna put my music to the side. Anybody, you can go right back to that time. She came home in 2014. Any song that came out around that time, I would do a freestyle. It was viral. I was starting to do shows again. You see me performing at festivals, all that. I did the Dreams and Nightmares. Did the Versace joint. You know what I'm saying? I came up with a formula. Anytime they made a song, I did the Papoose version. But when she came home, I said, fuck it. I gave her that formula. So that's why when you heard the Bobby Smurda joint come out, the Young and May, all that was me. So I'm writing the music. She needed somebody to book shows. I'm doing the contracts, booking the shows, setting the shows up. I'm coming to the show, I'm collecting the first end, I'm collecting the back end. Word is born, I don't take 1 penny, y'all. I gave her all the money at the end of the night. I didn't touch 1 dime, wrote all the music, didn't touch 1 penny. So we do the shows. And remember the plan was, I spend all my money, invest all my money when she was away, taking care of the kids, taking care of the bills, taking care of her, taking care of whatever got to be taken care of. And then when she come home, we push her. It's a family thing. If you got anybody in a marriage out there, it's a family effort. So I'm pushing her, I'm doing the contracts, I'm booking the shows, I'm writing the music. I wrote hit records for her. Wrote one of her biggest records. We're gonna get to that later.
Yeah, which one?
And I saved her life one time in music too. She was in a crisis. Papoose pen to the rescue. Anyway, so at this time, I'm doing all of this, and we had a plan. Once she started getting money, and I'm talking about we was dollar for dollar with it, she separated everything. Oh, this is all mine. What did you do? I'm trying to figure out what did you do. I'm like, huh? You didn't do anything. This is all mine.
What?
I said, huh? You serious?
Nigga, my
As
head
a man,
hurt.
though, even though you just stabbed me in the back, you just crossed me, I can't complain because I'm a man. So I'm just gonna get back on the grind.
Yeah,
I said,
hey, that's the reality of the situation, bro. That's the reality, bro. Like, I mean, that's the reality of it. I mean, I understand you want her venting, getting it off or whatever. Cool, bro. But it's that's just the double standard. That's just the double standard, bro. You gotta put your boots back on and get back at it, bro.
Man, you serious? I just invested in you your whole bid. I just invested in you when you went away. I came and bailed you out. I took care of the kids. I took care of my stepson. I took care of your whole entire family who I love and got the utmost respect for. I hope they don't feel no type of way because I'm saying this, who she's mad at right now because they still love me. And now that you finally getting a couple dollars, you're going to tell me it's all yours and I got to start all over? I said, you know what? As a man, I'm going to do that. You know what I did, y'all?
Would y'all did that? I wouldn't have did that. I wouldn't have did that at all. That's insane. That's some more disrespect, bro. So she disrespected you before the cheating doing this. Wow.
Y'all started all over. Started grinding. What was hers was hers. All the music I wrote, everything. She claimed it as hers. I'm a man. I ain't gonna complain. A man don't complain, y'all. So I just want y'all to know that this is the type of individual y'all dealing with. Everything she talking about, if you pay attention, because first she tried to fabricate and say, oh, that I've been with Clarissa for all this time. But me, I did something stupid. Because normally when she say things that aren't true, I just let her say it. Because one, it's foolish to argue with a person like that. Number two, I want her to keep saying these false things because it's not true. And it came to my attention that she was going around lying to people about me, rewriting history like she's doing on her page, rewriting history, changing stories. So I let her do that. And in the process of me allowing her to lie, I started to realize that certain fake individuals, you know what I'm saying, who I don't even want to bring in this, man. I don't even want to bring in it. So I'm gonna leave them out. I'm gonna leave them out of it, man. I ain't even gonna talk about these people.
But don't say nothing then,
nigga. I don't
nigga.
go away from my point that I was making. I don't even go away from my point, but I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. Like I said earlier, do not allow these celebrities who you've been supporting and following their journey to tell you that you don't know what's really going on. Y'all don't know what's really going on. Y'all need to stop commenting on it. Yes, they do. And what did they see? They seen, and I didn't say anything, they seen Papoose did what he did to the knockout victim. First thing everybody said, I didn't say nothing. Oh, he must have been doing something with his wife. Because that's what Pap go crazy on. That's when Pap go crazy, when somebody fuck with his wife. They know that about me. You can't change the people's mind about that.
Then why you didn't go crazy then, bro?
How many times I done went crazy over you? How many times I done held you down? They know that about me. So what I'm just trying to say to y'all is don't let these iPhone screens and these stages and these lights blind y'all. Y'all seen it all. Y'all seen when that transpired, when everybody started saying. Y'all seen the lies, the fake tweets that went up. Hey, anybody saying something happened between Pap and this chump? It's not true. Y'all seen, I didn't say nothing. Y'all seen the meatball do an interview with makeup on his face saying, ain't nobody never touched me. You know what I'm saying? Because she put the makeup on him. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Nigga got a little sugar in his tank too, man. Don't play with me, boy. I'll expose you to them folks who don't know you. Moving on along. Y'all seen all of this transpire. Then, but what I was trying to say to y'all is, initially, when I kind of lost my train of thought, she wanted to fabricate about Clarissa and say that I've been with Clarissa. So I allowed her to fabricate about that because I know it's not true. One day I did something stupid and I said, I just met Clarissa in July 2024 and it's documented. It's documented because when we met at the Shakur fight in Jersey. And the next day, when she DM'd me, she wrote, hey, Pap, nice to meet you. I said, nice to meet you, whatever. But the conversation, you know, on Instagram, it has dates on it.
Right.
So what she does, she's lying in the iPhone era with dates on stuff. Because like I told y'all, all of the rhymes I wrote for her, 90% of her music, if I go on my email draft and you just take a line, you say a random line from one of her songs, and you write that line, keyword search. The whole rhyme pop up. 2014, 2016, 2015, 2019, 2018, the whole shit. But she want to go in here to y'all and say, if he wrote any of my raps, come on, Rem, don't do that, man. You know I've been right.
I mean, show us. I'm not here to tell you have to show us proof,
that's
bro.
Neither here nor there.
Show us proof.
But once I told
Let's
her
see it.
to stop lying to everybody, saying
expose it, nigga.
When I just met her July, and when we just met, it's documented, she switched gears. Oh, because remember, when she got caught with the lane, when what happened, and y'all was upset like y'all supposed to be because y'all been following the journey. Y'all been upset, y'all been following the journey. She got mad and she needed something to give to y'all so y'all could feel like she had a reason to do this. She don't need a reason to do nothing. Ask anybody who know her, she do not, a normal person need a reason. This woman don't need a reason to cross you, stab you in your back. This is who she is.
I was saying Clarissa is the biggest clown in this situation for dealing with this. She is 30 in a great career, no kids, but yet she is dealing with a married 47-year-old man drama with hella kids already. I understand it. I understand it. My boy exposing and protecting at the same time. Damn, yeah.
So
I get it, Court. I get it.
Like, yo, why don't you stop lying to people,
you
man?
You might be right.
She came up and went back to when she was away. It's 2025. You've been home since 2014. Now, since you jammed up, I was cheating when you was away. You liar, you. Come on, son. Come on, son. We done had 2 weddings and a baby. Come on, son. Now, since you got caught and I clipped this lame and everybody said, why would you do that to Pap? You come up with this fake story about me doing something when you was away since 2008 and it's 2025. Y'all smarter than that. You falsify text messages. You've been doing that for the longest. You make fake texts. You falsify documents. This is what you do. Because you was a bitch. You was a horrible liar. You was a big liar. This is a person that's
Call her a bitch. Call her a bitch.
Very delusional.
Call her a bitch.
And the narcissist. And I hate to talk bad about her. But you came on here and you mentioned my kids. Then you went back on there and tried to act like you exploited my son like it's something I'm ashamed of. My son is in the picture with me on that Father's Day. The next day from when everything transpired. So that's fabricated. I can't say as my kids get older in life, and that's what my daughters too. Sometimes we go through our little situations where we don't see eye to eye. That doesn't mean you don't love them. Whatever lifestyle any of my kids choose, I still love them. And I mean that. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
So look, that's the end of May. Shout out to Papoose. That was a lot. That was a lot. And you know, after all of that was last night. So basically, Clarissa Shields actually responded to what Remy Ma actually said. She says, in a read in between the lines type person, even if the lines are lies, I have a lot of respect for the truth. I heard so many lies today, it was crazy. One, if my Breakfast Club interview triggered her that much, just wait till I address the lies she told today. Ooh. So she said that was number one. Number two, Papoose is not my manager. Mark is my manager. I don't let nothing or nobody play with my money. Since I've been with Pap, he has created opportunities for me to get bags. So all that talk was cap. Yes, girl, yes! Number three, don't try to diminish this man's character. Pap is a helpful man. That's just how he is. It take a lot to piss him off. He's very loyal and solid word is bond to him. 4, we've been living our best life since mid-August of last year. I really enjoyed our private relationship for reasons like this. All these people judging a situation they know nothing about. Pap was separated way before I came along, honey. 5, Honda, Airbnbs, hotels. Man, stop. It's crazy how everybody broke. Everybody broke.
I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
I'm sorry to tell you, but I fight too good to be broke. All my cars are 2022s, 2023s. Pap drives a Benz and got his own place. Everyone know my houses I got. No need to speak lies when the truth will set you free. And she basically was like, good night. Now, if I wake up tomorrow and some more ish, it's gonna be a problem. Oh, that's a threat. That's a threat. And she posted this right here, Breakfast Club, saying delusional. That's some old shit. So yeah, man. I think I covered everything. We just waiting on Remy Ma. Remy Ma, I think she responded. Let's see. Hold on. Y'all come with me for a minute. Skilly baby. All right, he survived. I already reported that. Let's see. I think she responded. Did she? I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure before I move on from it. No, she ain't responded yet. She hasn't responded yet. But yeah, that's it on the Papoose and shit, bro. Like, what do y'all think? Do y'all think Pap should have some kind of accountability for that? Because he should have been did this, bro. He should have been did this, spilling that. He it's too much embarrassment. Like, I couldn't do it. That's too much embarrassment, bro. Like, why would you let this woman disrespect you for years and now come out and say something? Now, I think Clarissa actually put him up to that. Remy Ma really started this. She went on live trying to expose Papoose, and I think it just backfired. I think it just backfired because all the blogs and stuff saying she's a fraud, she's a liar and shit like that. She don't take care of her kids. Like, that's insane, bro. That's insane, bro. Oh yeah, she did respond. She did respond. I don't know if y'all can read it. I'm gonna read it for y'all. It says, she said, if you just turned 30 and some allegedly just met someone 8 months ago, that is 47 years old that I knew since you were 10, and I was married to them since you was 13. And he has 4 biological children, one age 28 but will be 29, one age 25, and the other age is 24, but will soon be 25. And as a 6-year-old baby, and currently promising you a newborn while finally agreeing to divorce 18 hours and 54 minutes and 3 seconds ago, please refrain from speaking. So what is you talking about, Remy Ma? Like, what is you trying to solve right here by saying this? What is you trying to prove? The time frames are out of whack. Like, you need to address everything Pap said in that video, bro. Like, come on now, Rem. Come on now, Rem. Like, let's be real.